Hi YouTube and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel. I'm the resident reader for this channel as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business that operates in Minnesota. If you'd like to work with me, all of the information is in the description box down below. This reading is intended for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you're watching for Sagittarius, it may feel like a message for you about your Sagittarius. I'm just going to do this little shuffle here and then I will let you know what I see. Then I'm going to get into your spread and then finally I will pull oracle cards for you as well. Happy New Year to all of you. I haven't been around for January. I'm running a little late on these, so they're going to extend out to the first week of February. Let's see. I'm doing the spread a little bit different this month. All right, but I'm still doing this part because I just want to take a look at what's going on for the month. What's happening to you. What your situation is, what you're going to be focusing on. All right, this is the last one. Bottom of the deck for you is the Six of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, and the Devil. All right, I'm going to look at this and then I'll talk to you about that bottom of the deck that I just checked out. So let's see what's going on with you. Lots of pentacles here. You could be extremely focused on work at this time. Okay. You're having some real issues around a past situation. You got a lot of regrets about the way that you handled something or the choices that you've made. So let me just take a look here. I feel like maybe you ended up leaving a situation. It's like you were wanting to be single. And then this is like you ended up, this is weird. It's like you wanted to be single, but I feel like there was a kind of a need for attention here that maybe you weren't getting. And so you ended up trying to build a life with someone or spend time with someone. It looks like they became really invested in you. Or they are becoming very invested in you, but you're not really into it the way that they are. And this is for the next few weeks. You may have even decided to, like, over the next few weeks, crash with somebody that you were dating casually. And you thought it was fun. You wanted to kind of see where it went. But as time goes by, it's like you're realizing that this may not be the opportunity for you. Which has me looking over here and it's showing me that you're going to end up making a decision, I feel like, to go back to being alone. Because there's something about this. It's like you don't want the same thing that this person wants. I think this person wanted to be a family, wanted to get married. It's like there was something about them moving too quickly for your taste. And you're not going to be into it. I feel like you wanted this to just kind of be something temporary. And instead it became something that was like, or it will become something that's draining to you. It's like emotionally you're not ready for this, or you almost feel like you've tried this in the past and it hasn't worked. So you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. I'm just looking over here. Because there's something about this. It's like, I'm almost feeling like you made the wrong choice. Because there was a choice here to make. And it's like you had an opportunity for a fresh start, but you didn't walk away. Instead, it's like you moved. If you walked away, you came back. Because suddenly it felt like you were missing out on some sort of opportunity. And you're trying to give this a second chance, or you are trying to give this a second chance over the next few weeks. But you're realizing that this is still toxic, in your opinion. This is still something that is not what you want. I'm just looking at this, because this is someone you've been dealing with for a while, I feel like. And maybe that's what it was, is you were hoping that if you went back to them, it's something you're doing because you don't want to be alone. And you're kind of looking to start something with somebody, but because you've dealt with this person in the past, I feel like they want to pick up exactly where you all left off. And suddenly you're feeling really overwhelmed. Like, whoa, why am I watching the kids or paying bills? Like, I just wanted to hang out. That's kind of the energy of this. And so you're realizing that there's something about this to you that you're like, you want so much of me. But first of all, this isn't what I was signing up for when I came. And second of all, there's something about this that's not fair. It's not balanced. This is almost kind of like something started off seeming like it was kind of cool, and then it gets weird or bad kind of fast. And so it's almost like you're pumping the brakes on this. It could even be that you ended up back with somebody and they're still acting like they're single, but reaping the rewards of like having you in their life. That's kind of coming through here. I'm just looking. Because there's something about what will happen over the next few weeks that has you feeling like you've betrayed yourself. There's something about this where it's almost like you are, over the next few weeks, you're kind of, I don't want to say beating yourself up, but it's like, why didn't I see that this person never loved me? Why didn't I see that this was just toxic? Why did I go back to this bad memory and think that it would be something different? I'm just looking to see if I see anything else here. Because this is interesting. It's like after you go through all this, it ends with this Page of Cups and a Knight of Pentacles. So it's making me wonder if with this Hanging Man, you didn't have some sort of epiphany, or you won't have some sort of epiphany over the next few weeks about what this was to you, because you got a second look at this and you got to see, that this person is still giving to multiple people, or the ideas of what you both want or are willing to give are incredibly different. It's almost like if this person lets you back into their space, you're finding out after you've decided to invest in them or be with them that they didn't actually forgive you for something that happened in the past, and that they're still holding a grudge, that they're still gonna behave in a way that you thought this was resolved. It's like this is someone who's gonna keep bringing up the past in a way that you're not able to move forward with them. But I don't think you'll know that until it happens. That's the thing. I'm just looking here. Because this to me is like you tried to start over with somebody that you've been with in the past, and you're hoping for a different result. This Page of Cups, though, with this Knight of Pentacles is interesting. So let's take a look at that here. Because this is like after a separation, after this drastic halt, then this comes in for you, or you do this, and this is reaching out to somebody else. Tell me about this. So it's almost like I'm kind of picking up on this energy of over the next few weeks. I don't know if Sagittarius is couch surfing or just like testing the waters with different people in different environments to figure out where they want to be. Because I feel like after all this happens, you end up leaving this situation and then there's something new. So tell me about this here. What is this Page of Cups? So there's somebody here that you've been avoiding. You know, maybe when you became single, you were recently single, or someone stopped paying attention to you and you started feeling very single. So it's like you went and revisited this, whatever this was. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Because this is like suddenly you're willing to put the effort into something and you're very focused. Yeah, it's like there's two different people here. There's two different people that you're dealing with. Maybe you had to revisit a past situation to figure out if that was really what you wanted. Yeah, so that you could know it's time to walk away and release that. Over the next few weeks, I feel like you're making a decision about what you want. I feel like there's something that you're going to be walking away from, but it's almost like you had to go see it firsthand before you knew that it hadn't changed or it wouldn't change, right? This was keeping you stuck. You weren't able to move on until you knew for sure what this was. So you may have had somebody waiting around for you. This could be the energy of them being done waiting. If you went off to do something else, right? I feel like you're going to try to reconcile with this other person, though. Tell me anything else I need to know about this. I think you don't know how well this person will receive your offer because they don't like that you've kept them stuck or kind of in this space of not knowing what you were out doing. This person, this second person, there's a cup here that's showing me that when this person was trying to love you, you blocked them out of your life is what it looks like, or you made it really hard. But now it looks like you want to fight for this. Interesting. Let's take a look at the person that you were first dealing with, because there's two very different energies coming through in this. Yeah, it's like you want to move on from whatever had kept you stuck in the past. So we'll take a look at the person that you ended up with in the beginning of this month and how you guys are feeling about each other. And then we'll take a look at the second person that you're contacting after you leave that individual, because that's kind of what it looks like. All right, so what do we got? Yeah. Blockage between the two of you. Bottom of the deck for this, 8 of Swords. All right, we'll get some oracle cards too for you. Tell you what Sagittarius has going on with this first person that came up in the reading. Family in the reverse. What's going on with their person? What's the first person's energy that came out? Expectations. Self-esteem was in the reverse. Tell me about the 9 of Cups in the reverse as the blockage with this energy. Liaisons. Deserted. Humiliation. Tell me about the bottom of the deck. Lust in the reverse. All right. Here's the thing. The first person that came through here, I feel like, is somebody that you had a family with, or somebody that, you know, maybe they have children or you have children that aren't theirs, but whatever it is, you've had a relationship with them where you've actually been together or lived together. And this was something that you originally felt like you could move back to. I feel like the blockage between the two of you is there's been some deception. So this looks like an ex, and this looks like there was an affair. And with the 2 of Pentacles that was in your initial spread being in the reverse, I feel like you were having a really hard time deciding who to be with or what to do. And so for a while, I think you were single. And then decided to move something forward. The thing about it is you weren't sure what you were moving forward or who you were moving forward with. So I feel like with this 10 of Wands, it's like you decided to try one more time with this energy to see if you could be a family. And with this Hanging Man, you know, you thought maybe that you could have this epiphany where you could see what was different or if things could be better. I feel like in your thoughts, this was kind of like an experiment of some sort is what's coming through, because with the Hangman, this is temporary. So this isn't something that you were going to do forever. It was kind of like, okay, let me just see if this can work with this person or not. But as you were spending time with that person, you realize that things have not changed, and that it's like it's whatever the issues have been around the relationship that you've had, those are still issues. You know, there's a lack of trust. This person is coming through as being the hermit. So they may be in a space now where they want to be alone. You know, if you try to go back to them and they were dealing with someone else, or they just were operating as being single. They think that you're a soulmate to them, but they also feel like you've been deceptive. You know, they could also feel as though they're hiding things from you. Because the thing about it, the blockage here is the 9 of Cups in the reverse with the Liaisons card. So there's an energy of people walking away from one another when they're unhappy and sleeping with other people. And the hard part is, I think that even when you reunite with this person, there's this energy of feeling stuck because you never know if this person will give in to temptation. You could be tempted to do something else. We also have the expectations card on this person's behalf, which is showing me that they have ideas about what your behavior should look like, that you may not feel as though they're giving enough for you to conduct yourself in that way. So let me take a look at the second person that came through. Because to me, I feel like you're realizing that something isn't different. Something hasn't changed. That maybe you were holding on to something with this Death in the reverse that was over, but you were still keeping it because you weren't ready for a change. Could be that you thought this person was done being kind of loose, and now you're realizing that that has not changed about them. So let's take a look at the second person that came through. And then in the extended, we'll take a look at the first and second person and what they want with you, how they're feeling about you, what they're doing now, what they will do, why they're doing it, and how it's going to affect you. So let's see what we got going on for this. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to grab some oracle cards for your side and their side. Gifts. Emptiness. The Lovers. Friends in the reverse. What else do we have? Quality time in the reverse. Blockage is single. We have smothered coming out too, and wounded. All right, so for the second energy, how you're thinking about this person, or the way, kind of how your situation is with this person, is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So my guess is, because that is my card of the other woman, that is the person that you were having an affair with, right? This person for you is the Lovers in the reverse for the way they're viewing the situation. So again, that is a card of an affair and a card of a decision. for how you're thinking about the situation. It's like you are making a decision here. And you're feeling committed to this person, oddly enough. Maybe it's because you had to go back to the past and realize that what you initially thought you wanted, you didn't with this gifts in the reverse. You know, it's almost like getting a gift you didn't want. You're realizing that there's an emptiness in your life when you think about this person. They're thinking the Nine of Pentacles, so they're super focused on their money. I feel like this person is single right now, but they're not sure if you are, because the blockage here is your past. And it looks like that's what you have been going back to. So whoever this person is never really knows if you are single or not. There's a lot of regret here. I think this person that you are thinking about now is in a space of not really wanting to give you time because it wasn't a priority to you. I don't think you're even really communicating with this person, with the friends in the reverse and the quality time in the reverse. I think that they would communicate with you if you reached out to them, but they feel like they need clarity about what you're doing. I don't think that they will reach out to you. So I'm guessing that you would be that Page of Cups in the initial spread where you're apologizing to someone that you feel is very stable. The underlining energy, is the Hierophant. So this is you, to me, sending out this message with this Page of Pentacles. And look, this person is actually receiving a message if you look at the two of these, right? And then this is you feeling as though you've made a decision, and this person feeling like it's time to communicate, to talk about what's been going on or not going on. Hierophant. So this is you offering this individual something different than what you offered them in the past. This looks like something more traditional than what you've been doing with this person, because this is going from being like that third wheel in a relationship to really trying to solidify something. I think for you, though, you're holding back because you don't know how this person is viewing you. Being that this quality time is in the reverse and the friends are in the reverse, it's like you've been juggling, and this person kind of got pushed to the wayside. And they're actually in a really good place, it looks like, with this Nine of Pentacles. They're not too worried about this. They're happy being single. And so I think that's giving you pause because this person isn't acting like they need you, So I think that's kind of the blockage for the both of you, is trying to figure out, if this actually is somebody who is single or not. We also have this Smothered card. So this person, could be feeling as though they're in a space of happily being single and they don't want to have a commitment at this time. They could be really tired of being humiliated or feeling wounded, right? I was going to pull one for this Hierophant. Solitude. Yeah. And betrayal. So, hard part about this energy, Sagittarius, is the way that they're coming through as like they don't mind being alone. They would rather be by themselves than to deal with feeling like they're being betrayed over and over. They're looking for something different. I feel like this situation and your distance or whatever you went and did, it kind of showed them what they want and what they don't want. It could be that they're looking for something more traditional, and so with this Page of Pentacles coming through, this is kind of a small offer. There is an offer of commitment for sure, but I think this person is going to hold back from you, probably not spend a lot of time with you initially because they're still feeling as though this was something that was hurtful to them, you know. And with this 2 here, it's like they're your second choice because you had to go back and see what you could see about this other person before you could move on. And so for them, I don't know if they're going to be very receptive to what you have to say, because with this being the feeling, this Ace of Swords, this is very blunt and very direct communication. And this is also cutting something out. Okay. So I'm going to take a look in the extended at the ex who feels like you are their soulmate. I'm going to take a look in the extended at this person's energy and what it is they'll do when you reach out and make this offer. And then I'm going to pull you some oracle cards now before we go. What do we got? Wait and simplify your life. This does seem a bit complicated. I can't even lie. So this is a good time to start cutting away things that you don't want anymore, right? We have wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. I think that's a lot of what needs to happen because we do have this solitude. It might be good for you to really think about what you want because it kind of seems like you're jumping around from place to place. We have simplify your life, eliminate clutter from your home, and work life to balance the flow of activities. My personal opinion, this is more like eliminate any clutter from your life. This is a new year, so it is a good idea to kind of get a handle on what you want and what you don't want. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do. But I do think that this chapter in your life of like kind of going back and forth, Spirit saying it's time for that to come to a close. Okay. What you do with it is what you do. I'm going to take a look at what we talked about in the extended reading. But in the meantime, I hope that this was very helpful to you. And I will speak to you again soon. Take care and good luck with this. Bye.